Do you need to be born in the same country?
Well, when you think about it, what happens generally is the very first half, whoever that is, it could be the male or the female, it could be one half. Now, I'm saying male or female here because about 90% on the average, well, it's about a bit less than that. There's about 1 or 2% of humans that incarnate are actually going to be heterosexual in nature. And then there's going to be around 10%, a bit less, about 8% of humans that incarnate are going to be homosexual in nature. And what I mean by that is that both halves of the soul will be more masculine, or both halves of the soul will be more feminine, and so therefore both halves will attract the same body, rather than one half attract a male body and the other half attract a female one, right? And God's designed that for lots of different reasons, and one of the primary ones is so that there is a consciousness in the part of the heterosexual ones that having children is not your life. You see, and this is something that the majority of heterosexual soul couples are so addicted to, because they want to prove they're a mother or father, they want to have progeny. And so God's intention was that there were certain souls that would only experience parenting through the adoption or the assimilation of children from other couples, right? And so he wants you to see that the role of a parent is not blood related. You understand? As an act of love on your part to see this, right? So that there's other purposes too that as to the reason why God created souls that actually are not heterosexual in nature, right? So, and for the most part, historically, those souls have found life very difficult because the average soul on earth is heterosexual in nature. There's also been a lot of religious and just general societal opposition to homosexual relationships, and as a result of that, there's been a lot of antagonism that many people who are homosexual have had to experience, and this is very, very wrong. And God also wants to show you that having antagonism towards a group of people is actually a very unloving thing to do. You know, and if those people didn't exist, then you wouldn't be stretched to know that, would you? If everybody on earth was heterosexual, you'd be going, oh, this is just normal, and you're not challenged in any way about the concept of a relationship. But if some of them are homosexual, now those that are heterosexual are going to get some challenges they're going to have to deal with. And that's good. They needed that in order to become more loving. You follow?